Once upon a time, in a small town bordered by whispering trees and bubbling brooks, there lived a little boy named Tommy. Tommy was like any ordinary kid his age, with scruffy brown hair that never stayed in place and a permanent smudge on his cheek, but he had an extraordinary love for baseball. Every day after school, Tommy would head straight to the baseball field, where he practiced throwing, batting, and running as fast as the wind. He had a well-worn baseball cap that he said brought him luck, and he wore it everywhere, even to bed. Now, there was something you should know about Tommy. He wasn't the strongest or the tallest boy on his team, and he didn't have a fancy bat like some of the other kids. But Tommy had heart. Oh, how he loved the game, and that passion made him shine bright on the field. One day, Coach Jenkins announced that they would have a big game against a neighboring town's team. It was going to be the biggest game they had ever played, and everyone was excited but nervous. Tommy could hardly sleep the night before, as dreams of hitting home runs danced in his head like fairy lights. On the day of the game, the sky was a perfect blue, and the sun shone like gold. The stands filled with cheering families, waving banners, and clapping thunderously. Tommy's parents were there, too, with smiles as wide as the sky, holding a sign that said, "Go Tommy," in bright letters. The game was fast-paced, with both teams playing their hearts out. Tommy was up to bat when the score was tied and the bases were loaded. The crowd fell silent, hanging on the anticipation of what would happen next. Tommy took a deep breath, adjusted his lucky cap, and tightened his grip on the bat. As the pitcher wound up and released the ball, Tommy could almost feel the entire world slow down. The ball came hurling towards him, and with a mighty swing, he connected with the ball. It sailed high and far into the sky, beyond the reach of any fielder. The crowd erupted into cheers as Tommy rounded the bases, adrenaline pumping through him like never before. He felt like he was flying, and when he reached home plate, his entire team gathered around him, lifting him onto their shoulders. They won the game, and Tommy was a hero to his team and an inspiration to his friends. It was a moment he would never forget, not because of the game itself, but because it showed that with heart and persistence, dreams, no matter how small, can take flight. From that day on, everyone in the small town knew the story of Tommy, the little boy who loved playing baseball, and how his heart and determination brought joy to the entire community.